Hi guys, welcome back. In this episode, we are going to be going over how we turned a plain terracotta planter into this epoxy coated marble appearance flower pot. All right, to start mixing up our epoxy, we're using the Primo resin epoxy mix, part A and B, and we're gonna do equal parts of that. And I'm guessing to cover maybe a 12-inch pot, I'm gonna need maybe 24 ounces. We'll start with that. So to mix up all of our colors, we're gonna mix up the resin enough to make all of the colors first. So we'll throw in roughly, let's say, too much. We'll work with it though. So I end up pouring, I don't know, maybe 12 ounces or so. So bring this up to 24. And then we're going to mix this for 5 minutes. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes or so, and we have our main epoxy mixture mixed up. So now we're going to divide it out into our color cups. And we're just using old Tupperware or old disposable storage containers. They work great, and it's a lot better of a use than throwing them out. So if you have, like spaghetti stained Tupperware, they work great for that. Or if they're just missing lids, also works great for that. But so on this one, we're going to be using mostly white as our base with a little bit of like black or gray detailing. So we're going to do a larger portion of the white with a little bit of the gray. So to do that, we're just going to divide this out. And a little bit for the actually, I think I'm going to do a little bit more. All right, so then to color our epoxy, we're just using Rustoleum oil-based paint. And we're going to start with the lightest color first and work our way to the darkest. So when we're mixing it, we don't really have to be too concerned about making a light color too dark. So we're just gonna dribble in some paint here. It's not a precise amount, just kind of do what you think looks good. If it's too thin, you can always add a little bit more. Perfect. All right. And we'll do the same for our black, also using Rustoleum oil-based. So it doesn't take a whole lot. Use a lot, it'll turn black. Use little, it'll turn gray. So we're going to start there and see how it looks. All right, so we're going to mix our white first. Yep, that looks good. And then we'll mix our gray. That looks pretty good. All right, so then doing the dirty pour method, we're gonna use spray paint, and today we're just using a Rustoleum hammered black as well as Rustoleum metallic. So this will add some glitter to it, and this will add some varying texture look. So to start that, we're just gonna alternate the rattle cans with different layers of. So we're just pouring in a little bit. Do a little bit more paint. Alright, so we have our rotisserie going, and we're just going to start pouring this out. Right now we're not really trying to achieve a pattern, we're just trying to get an even coat across the whole surface. And then we'll come back and do our detail work. See a thin spot, just take some more resin and just dribble it on, let it do its thing. See, as it's coming around, it's already running down and leveling itself off. Alright, it seems pretty level, so we're gonna add some different designs onto it and see what happens. We could take some of our dark mixture and throw that on there. and just add in a little bit more black. We're going to try to blend this so it doesn't look quite like lines and more like marble. So for the most part, I like the pattern and the texture that we have. So at this point, we gotta work out the air bubbles, and we're gonna do that with the blowtorch by heating it. So we'll just leave this spinning. Alright, we've got this one all finished up. It's been about 2 days since it's dried, but I think it turned out really well. The finish is really smooth, and it kind of has that marbled appearance that we were going for. Type below in the comment section below and let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of projects. They're certainly fun to do. And if you found this helpful, like and subscribe, and you'll get to see more of this.